Hi, welcome to Sid's Tips, and thank you so much for joining me today as we are going to dive in and talk about this shaver. Now, what is very cool about this shaver is it's not only including a shaver, it is including an entire kit. And we'll dive in, talk more about that. It's been a while since I've had an opportunity to put a shaver to the test, so I was really glad that I had that opportunity. Now, this was sent to me by a company called SOOCAS, I believe that's how you pronounce the name, and even though they sent it to me, I will give you my unbiased opinion. I'll also put a link in the description down below, so you could definitely want to check that out. It will have the link where it takes you to the product, see what other people have to say about it, get all the specs. If it makes sense, you can order it. I'll timestamp the video so you can go to different parts of the video, including me shaving in the shower. If you find this video of help, please give it a thumbs up, greatly appreciate it. Click that subscribe button, would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and of course the bell icon so you can be notified of new videos. Now, let's go ahead first and talk about what is included. So what is included is, this is a 4-in-1 kit with this really nice case. And what it includes is you've got the shaver, it's got a nose and ear trimmer, it's got a brush to help clean your face with, and also a sideburn trimmer as well. And we'll dive in and talk about all those. It also comes with a Type-C cable, so rather than a micro USB cable, it's nice for Type-C. It also has a small brush. You've got the instruction booklet in there, and that's all in the back of the book. So you'll have right that there. And then what a nice box. I mean, a nice box to give as a gift. You make me want to be a better man, and it's very, very nice. So again, it's been a while since I've had an opportunity to shave, so I really wasn't sure what to expect, and I'll tell you, these shavers are getting better and better, I'll tell you that much. So let's go ahead and actually, let's talk about the specs for the shaver. Again, this is a 4-in-1 set. It is cordless. And we'll talk about the battery life here in a minute. We talked about it's a Type-C. For battery life, it does take an hour and a half of charging, and what you'll see is it flashes on your screen. When I first started charging it, it was at 78% battery life, but full battery charge takes about an hour and a half. And I got a good 3 to 4 shaves with it, and plus using the other heads as well. It has a lock to it, so if you don't want to make sure it doesn't power on, you could set that up. It is IPX7, so it's waterproof. You could take it in the shower, as I did. And it also has a 360-degree floating close shaving. It can automatically adjust the shaving angle, which is definitely the case. And I love that aspect to the shaver. So let me go ahead and take the cover off, and we'll talk about the shaver. So there you go. It's got 3 different heads. It does rotate. The cover comes off for easy cleaning, and there you go. Also, for taking the head off, this comes off, and then you could change the different heads, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Now, the way it works is underneath is your Type-C for charging. This is your power on and off, and also for locking. Now, we'll go ahead and lock it since it's off. If you want to lock it, you would just press and hold it down, and you would hold it for about 4 seconds, and then you'll see down there it will show the lock there, and then it flashes. And then to unlock it, you press it for about 4 seconds, and then what will happen is it turns on, and then you can just turn it off, and then you can turn it back on again. So that's how you lock and unlock it. Now it does also show when you turn it on how much battery life is remaining. So there you go. Right now we're at 36%. Again, this is when I started at 100%, and this is after a good 3 shaves with it. It has 2 different speed settings. It has a low and a high. So this is the low, and you can also see how it's the sound, and also the way it spins. And then to make it go faster, you press and hold it. So now it is on high, and that's high. And then you can see how it's spinning very fast. So it's nice that it has 2 different speeds. And so depending upon how you like to shave. Now, before I go in the shower, let me just share this. I did initially try it on a dry face. I don't recommend doing that. It even recommends to having a moist face using foam. I use Nivea shaving gel, and it works very well. I love the shaving gel. It definitely made a difference. It did take a little getting used to under my neck. I felt like my neck was getting a little irritated, but as far as the shaving experience, other than that, as you'll see, and we'll talk more about that after I share with you my experience in the shower, we'll come back and talk about that, and then we'll talk about the other heads. All right, here we go. Now, I have found this is actually giving me a good shave when I get done. I do find, you know, you have to go over that area more than like a regular razor. So that does take getting used to if you are currently using a regular razor and thinking about going to an electric. And if you're one that is an electric pro, then you know how that goes. But it's already getting pretty smooth, pretty fast. This is, by the way, 3 days since I last shaved, and so wanted to let it grow out a little bit just to give you an idea how well this razor does. Very smooth. I did try this shaving dry and just felt it really irritated my face. So definitely would recommend, if you are not going to use it in the shower, to definitely make sure to moisten your face or use some kind of pre-shave so you don't irritate your face. You can see how fast this electric shaver is working. And now my neck. This is the one area where I feel I have a little bit of an issue with, where my neck gets a little bit irritated. For a little bit it gets a little red and blotchy, but not too bad. And again, I find the head moves well with doing areas like the neck. So there you go. That was after 3 days of shaving, and I thought it did a really good job. When all said and done, I found it was a lot closer of a shave when I got done, and so I was really impressed. And even though I have this new razor that I like, I was like, well, you know what, this is actually not bad. This might be a good way to go too. So I have both options, and what's nice about this is you need to do it on the go. You know, if you're in your car too and you need a shave, you could just take this out. Again, if you're going to shave on a dry face, maybe your face can do better than my face, but I just felt like it was a little irritating. Although, maybe if it's not grown out as much, then you shave, then it may not be so bad. But definitely underneath my chin and neck, I felt like it was getting irritated. So, but overall, my experience, I'm gonna definitely give it a thumbs up for sure. I really was impressed. I love how it pivoted and it worked great. Battery life is very good too, so I'm impressed with that. Now, let's go ahead next. We'll take this off and let's talk about the nose and ear trimmer. So this is the sound. This is on high. This is on low. And my experience. My experience was so-so. I noticed I was trying to trim some hairs in my nose and it really wasn't trimming. I heard it sound like it trimmed a little bit, but I didn't find that it was working great. What I did find when shaving on my face, that worked well, but as far as the nose and ear trimmer, I wasn't overly sold on that aspect of it. You can, by the way, you can take this off and then clean this part, and then you could put it back together like that. All right, now let's talk about the brush, since that's next. And the brush I really liked, as you can see here, it really did a good job. I put some face and body soap on there and it worked great. And this is low, and then this is high, and you can see it's spinning. It really did. I was really like this aspect to it, and I can see definitely using this in addition when I want to use the shaver. So I really like that, and it comes with a cover that has air holes. So when this is wet, and it's got a nice smell to it, it will allow it to air dry. And that is that head. And then last but not least is the trimmer for your sideburns. This is low, or that was high, this is low. And again, that's high.
And let's just see how well it does. It's working okay, not actually just so-so. So to give you an idea on the sideburn cutter.
And it goes that angle. For me, just like the nose and ear trimmer, it didn't work great. I felt like I was struggling and not really getting as far with it as I would have liked. So for me, in this set, I would say 2 out of the 4 heads work great. Again, these 2 were the winners for me, but especially the shaver, which is the reason for getting this. I am definitely sold, and I'm very pleased with it. So there you go. That is my experience with the shaver. I'm glad the company sent it to me. I think the shaving experience is great. Comes with the nice kit, and it is affordable. Check out the latest promotions they have. Let me know if you have any questions, but I'm so glad that I had the experience to try a shaver again. And definitely this one, nice premium product. This would be a nice gift. And it has a really nice feel to it. It's got this premium, good feel. It feels like a matte kind of metal finish to it. So overall, really nice shaver. So let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for visiting this video, and have a great day.